Hey everyone, this is Zan, and welcome back to Dominion 6 Warhammer, where we play as Ulthuan and try and take over the old world as best we can. Quick reminder that this is all going to be really first impressions done live, so maybe some of the strategies I do here may not be the most efficient. I know there's a little chatter on that. This is just live, whatever I see goes, right? So going forward, okay, I think we had ended up on turn 6, and I've already done all the moves here. I trust Past Me knew what he was doing, right? Okay, Past Me apparently doesn't script his anointeds. So there's talk about a Holy Avenger, actually. And when I was doing my testing, I did find that like this is a cool spell to use because really you don't have much else, right? But against the Independents, it was kind of whatever. But you know, we'll go ahead and do it anyways. Um, just because the Independents don't tend to actually hit him or hit the Anointeds, and for the most part, it's why won't my hotkeys work? And I actually don't want him on attack archers. I don't know how that got just attack closest. So it's kind of yeah, it's just a spell. It's nice, but against Independents, I don't feel like the fights last long enough for it to be relevant, and it's only really going to trigger on ranged fire because they're not often going to get hit in melee due to the fear awe combo, which is pretty freaking strong in my opinion. Um, watch we get the anointed nerfed just because again they're like out of the box thugs, right? This is all the stuff you want on a thug, and you just get it for free. The only thing that is their armor is awful. So if you replace the helmet and the breastplate, you're good to go. That's a lot of barbarians. Holy shit. Um, I feel like I'm gonna lose all my lions. I might HP route myself, losing all the lions out actually, because they just kind of face tank things, having decent hit points. They don't really dodge, and that's what barbarians like fighting. And obviously, like the anointeds are now in the back. So maybe if I would have led with the anointed, um, I would have eaten up a bunch of the attacks of the barbarians. Well, okay. Well, I just don't know Warhammer balance at all. We cleaned out these guys pretty quickly. I do feel like, yeah, the Anointed did make a difference, but wow, the Lions just, they didn't die. I'll take it. Holy shit. Color me impressed. That this would have been an otherwise scary province. Let's see what's up in Torakari. Same kind of setup. We actually do have some archers, so hello, friendly fire. Okay. And I feel like I should get these guys to cast just one spell and then go forward, and they may end up maybe going too forward or something, but I don't like them behind the infantry line. I kind of want them to not absorb hits, but have people try to swing at them and fail the all checks. So just kind of like distract the enemy. So I might change that in the script now. Yeah, I lost the one war line. Probably should have put that on like guard commander. Little mistake there. Yeah. Here we have some heavy cavalry, so this might suck. Yeah. It's like I don't want to say anything because the lion just take the crap out of the barbarian. So I'll being 4 to a square on these units is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna make buffing them later pretty good. That's not bad. Kind of wish the anointed were on the flank against the cavalry, not the militia, but your aura is gonna go to work. So yeah, you know what? Maybe them riding the militia is better. And losing some units. But maybe them riding the militia is better, because that might HP route the rest of the army. Right? Fiery. Fiery bonks all around. Good. Okay, so that was a bit bloodier, but, you know, they did have cavalry. I lost all the lions. The actual elves did pretty good. The anointed. once more are just kind of leading the charge. We get some events in Ulthuan. Okay. Piss off a pig. I'll flash this a little longer so you guys can actually see. Awful event. Especially when players start doing this against you. They don't do it as much as they should, but I'm not going to handle this. I'm just going to bump up like the patrol. Probably build a fort there later to take advantage. I mean, yeah, 10,000 population, that's probably fine for a fort. Okay, yeah, let's not do hold. Just do like a Sermon of Courage and attack. Go beat up the Steer tribe. Over here, this doesn't look good, but we have so few units that we can actually do something like this. And that might be better. Maybe. That's a lot of crap in there. And we're at 16 units. Maybe we do the same thing here. And we just kind of like guard commander everything, and one dude's just gonna sit this out. Probably like that better. We'll just pick this guy up eventually. I mean, he's on the way to Nuln. So we're gonna have to come back to the Coast of the Wall eventually, right? Let's bump up the province defense. Okay, we've got more dudes coming out. I'm out of recruitment points. Yeah, I can recruit like regular dudes. Let me take a peek. Nuln. Let me look at their roster real quick. One of them here. Noah Toon. Oh no. Okay, so regular humans with human stuff. Okay, some archers, some spearmen, halberdiers. Okay, they do have shield guys. The shield guys are decent. They have good equipment. Okay, they have semi-armored crossbowmen, extremely armored crossbowmen with a halberd. Damn, this one's pretty good. The famous greatsword with a crappier helmet though. Okay, good to know. Low armor, low armor. And then the knights, yeah, the knights could potentially be a problem. Demigriff Order Knight. 65 for 12. 2 a turn. I mean, this guy's, it's kind of like the Dragon Prince I've got, but I think worse. Because, you know, the less magic resistance on this, well, the Demigriff itself is pretty good. Okay, and then they've got these giant-ass wagons. And, okay, so the main thing I just wanted to check is do they die to short bows? And at least most of their roster does. Oh, they get a tank? Okay, 1 a turn, 218 resources. It's kind of expensive, but okay. 80 hit points, 24 protection. No stats. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Resistant to things, inanimate, trample, fire shield of 5. That's fair. Steam-powered cannon. Area of effect 1, 20 armor piercing, 5 shots only. At 40 hit points, it switches to an immobile venting form. It returns to the original form at the end of turn. I wonder what that means. Well, I hope they don't recruit that. Oh, and flagellants, but... Okay, so let me start. I don't know if I want to fight Nuln early. Like, as soon as I finish my island, just go straight into them. Because they're just right there. And to prepare for that, I'll just start recruiting archers. Just let that happen. Because, you know, I can build a fort myself, but if they already were so nice enough to build it for me, I could probably take this. I might as well, right? Do a blessing attack. Actually, this guy, he can hang out behind the troops just because he is the sole commander in that army. So that's probably better to keep him separate. Okay, and we got a bunch of expansion. I mean, he's turn 7. We did skip these barbarians. We'll have to come back for those. Okay, and I do like that I can like foreign recruit some of my more basic units everywhere I go. No one can get here to Vol's Anvil. Maybe I should bump this up a little bit. I'm going to eventually bump up the province defense all over my island because I am kind of in the center of the map. And I know that they can only cross through if both sides are cold, but I don't necessarily want to deal with the annoyance of just random people attacking me and pissing me off. I'm also thinking separate that since the geography here is so choke pointy, I think I can try to avoid like doing non-aggression attacks with the AI and all that stuff. Because if not, then no one's gonna attack me, and it's just gonna be me, like doing a 1v1 against whoever I'm fighting. We should check like what heroic traits we've gotten at this point. You guys are badasses. It's literally just like a recruitable firebrand thug. Pretty good. If I fight something that's resistant to fire, yeah, I could be in trouble. But otherwise I think we're good. Otherwise, they would give people trouble. I mean, they die to short bows, so like that is fair in terms of like a multiplayer game. If you just mass enough short bows shooting at them, they will die. Yeah, pretty good so far. Yeah, we lose one, we lose one. Nothing. Damn, what are our heroes? Yeah, it's just me in here. Whoever, Thorm Rage Cutter, the aspiring champion. Can't actually see what he is. So I have heroic endurance, enormous strength. That's really good. Precision, which is useless in battle prowess. The strength is really good because this second attack is going to scale with strength. And it looks like, yeah, I was able to take this pretty damn easily. I'm kind of stuck here, though, so... And this group is kind of small. So maybe I just, like, wait one turn and group these guys all together. We'll actually do a site search. Yeah, you just keep advancing, and you keep advancing. Sneak out to that area. Is this enough to take out these barbarians? Maybe. And what turn are we on? We're on turn 8. So I should probably start some fort construction, right? Maybe recruit less units and decide if I want to build forts in places. I don't want to do next to my capital, essentially. I've already got the province defense raised in Torre of Rest, so maybe that's a good spot to start with. The Blighted Isle. I mean, I feel like this would be like a thematic spot, but it does connect to my capital and compete. So no, thank you. Maybe this one, yeah. Tor Anrock, Tor Ivres. Those are kind of symmetrical looking spots, and maybe up here in the Blighted Isle. For now, yeah, let's just recruit the commanders, and then we'll see what happens. These guys can just chill here for a second. And it's 50 barbarians, and they did really good last time. So let's see what happens. Let's give it a shot. I didn't want him to do that sermon. I wanted to see what happens if I just do it like that. Have these guys on hold and attack. We bump up PD everywhere to at least 6. For those who don't know, 6 PD, at least in Dominions 5, was enough to stop a certain amount of bad events. I don't know if that's still the case. But I'm starting to clean up my area here, so I actually think I'm going to start recruiting. I want 2 Lore Masters of Hoeth. Not even to research, I just want them to kind of walk around and site search things. Because they have, all these crazy paths. Okay, so we went from four provinces in one turn to just one. Kind of funny. Yeah, that's a wash. I don't even need to watch that. Okay, so let's send to try into there. Wow, everything is so bright. I guess it's because it's the winter. Okay, so we have a huge army here. Technically, we can run to the Twisted Glade, but let's finish what I'm doing. I'm surprised there's no thrones on my island. I wonder where the thrones are. Okay, well, there's one in Araby. Yeah, where? Okay, I mean, we'll find them. Maybe some poor AI was forced to deal with a gazillion thrones. Bump up to P here as well. And we'll just clean out, and then we'll come over here to the coast of Vol. We'll just go straight on top of Nuln. Unit-wise, I guess with expansion over, I can start doing these Dragon Prince dudes. Oh, they're kind of expensive, and I'm trying to build forts, so maybe not. Maybe I just like do this for a little bit. I can't afford the second. Shoot. Maybe I just do a Harathoi Mage. They're nice and cheap, and then we'll actually start on our research, right? Okay. Let's keep removing. Okay, a bunch of new famous heroes. Excellent. We get a Vine Bow. Okay, I mean, we could try to do stuff with that. They entangle on hit off the top of my head. Yeah, that's a wash. But this is the one, the smaller group against the barbarians. Does it also just clean them up like the other one did, even though it's such a small group? I guess the lions do have enough defense at 13 that they can dodge some of the barbarian attacks rather than just straight up die, face tank them. Yeah, I guess so. And then each time they swing, they kill 2 dudes. All right, so it was a little bit bloodier, but yeah, they still did good. Yeah, we have heroic precision again, unbreakable skin, and unequaled obesity. Well, this guy is going to appreciate the reinvigoration bless. That's good. Let's keep cleaning up the island, and then we'll head again, coast the ball. Got our palisade. Let's bump this up just ever so slightly more. And then come back to here. We've got our first lore master. And I'll send him out this way. Put him on retreat orders. In case he gets attacked or anything, you know? I think this turn what I'll do is I'll do another Harathoi Mage and a Kadai Priest. Or wait. What about... How about I do that instead? How about I do 2 Handmaidens? Just because I think in the comments I was just talking to somebody that's kind of like, man, why would you recruit this? And the reason is going to be kind of sad. She's going to run out and build temples. Is that kind of it? Well, wait, no, I don't need her to build temples because I have so many of these anointed. And they're all holy priests, so they can just build the temples for me at the beginning. Okay, so no, then I don't need that. And I've got the one guy. Let me get a second guy, and then the lore master again. So I can have multiple of them side searching at once. And these Harathoi guys, what they're going to do is build labs, essentially. That is your one job. Okay, so let's move up to Tor Ivres. Actually have you site search. That's another thing, as I should have all of these guys site searching Holy 2, but I kind of wanted to get more experience and just get more ridiculous. Research-wise, Safari. First attack against allies. Okay, so it's like Twist Fate, but better. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the first thing I'd want to kind of do is just Body Ethereal. And like Thaumaturgy 1 for communions. We've already got Body Ethereal. Do Conjuration 3, Evocation 3. Cool stuff down here. And that's just going to give me like a base, because my idea is in my outside forts, I'm going to recruit a bunch of Harathoi mages kind of right now at the beginning. They are kind of expensive upkeep-wise compared to the rest of the nation. Like, comparatively to their cost. But that way I just kind of like get a jump start on my research, because obviously I haven't been researching for my capital. And the Thaumaturgy 1 is for them to be able to communion up. Conjuration 3 is for them to do Phoenix Pyre or Phoenix Power or summon elementals in combat, like if I were to get attacked. And then Fireball is just kind of like what I would like them to cast while off script. Okay, so good thing there. A Sage and 10 Will-O-Wisps. That's pretty cool. Will-O-Wisps are good. This should be, yeah, not even a problem. Okay, so do I just run straight at Nuln, or do I site search everything first on my island? Did any of you... Okay, how about I keep this guy back because he didn't get a heroic trait. Everyone else, just dump your units onto our commander guy. Okay. All of these guys will go to the Coast of Vol, and you will site search and build temples. I guess I'll have this guy build temples. And this guy too. Okay, perfect. So I do have like a few of them, because I don't think... Yeah, this guy doesn't have holy paths. These are done in 3 turns each. And this is the Sage with the Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisps are good, and this is why. Because they're ethereal with 20 defense skill. So if they lock up chunks of the enemy army in melee, it's really hard to get rid of them. They do actually hit really hard. This is armor piercing damage. It doesn't increase with strength, so you can't buff them. But like 10 armor piercing is still really good. It's like hitting for 20, right? Against most armor. And then they have an attack skill of 20, so they are going to hit. So once in melee, these little bastards are pretty good. And they also spawn on the like edges of the map, sometimes behind your enemy. So it's not a bad spell. I know a lot of people favor doing fire elementals instead, but Will-O-Wisps are legit. I would give them the credit they're due. I actually have this guy build the lab and just start researching right away. Okay. I think I will want a fort up here in Tor or in Blighted Isle as well, because nothing else seemed crazy. Maybe one in the Mirror Woods later. And this will be fine. This will be fine. Yeah, it's turn 11. Let's keep it going. Okay. I forgot that I had wanted to pause while doing that. Hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so we already start with pretty good site searching. It's awesome. Okay, build lab, site search. We already built that temple. Temples are kind of weird. This weird crystal thing. Okay. Palisade, you're already here, so I'll build that temple and also a palisade. Mercenaries are expensive, so that's fine. Mercenaries are probably for like the human nations in this mod. Or like primarily for them. Now this guy, I'll send him on the inner route. And then I can now start doing my Smith Priest recruitment. And get some Dragon Princes, because he's recruiting a lot of these moot militia. Yeah, we can start recruiting our units, because now we have our Palisades down, and that's the biggest expense. So those are all going to start, recruiting, while I accidentally hit enter. That's not the first time that has happened to me. Okay, we get famine, which sucks. Misfortune, sectarian movement. Okay, but we immediately kill the sectarian movement, so that's fine. That is totally fine. Yeah, because we have... And then here, yeah, I had forgotten to bump up the province defense. So the Sage... I don't like, do I want to just send him up there to that palisade? But let's have him research, because I am quote-unquote behind on research. Everyone's heading over to the Coast of Vol. This guy... I'm just going to put these guys on auto site search. Well, not these two, but the Holy Two guys. I'll have them on auto site search. The Hoth dudes, I kind of want to manually control. Okay, and we do have a lot of cash money. Maybe I do like one wave of recruitment of these guys here. The other guys are in there. I'll probably have to move through Vol's Anvil to get to the top. With a new army that is not going to be led by a Smith Priest of Vol. So I do need an army commander-like leader. Guy leads 90. Guy leads 50, 80. I guess we'll do one... Oh, no. Hold on. People were telling me that you actually do want to fight with some of your commanders. So let me take a second glance at them. This guy just kind of hits really hard. But he does have decent stuff, but if the commander himself is fighting... This guy's stealthy. Okay, so like this guy... Okay, so now I understand the Illyrian Reavers, because you can recruit this stealthy commander to lead them. Okay, I understand them now. They're still kind of expensive for what they'll provide, but actually no, that's not bad. If they have stealthy commanders and stuff, okay. Revised opinion on them. They have a really good purpose. This is just a regular elven prince. He is not... He has worse armor, but better stats. I feel like I just want the Prince of Galador then as a commander. Yeah, and they're both 2 commander points, so yeah, I'll just do like a Prince of Galador. And then he will lead the army, or like be a secondary commander, I guess. Have a lot of potential commanders. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so we still got time. We still got time. Well, Sunridge. That's good. Yeah, the site searching on these guys is insane. And then we'll later get the Priestess of Isha, I believe. And they will site search really high nature, which is good. The only thing we don't really have access to is death magic, but that's probably okay. Oh, this guy has an army on him. Whoops. That's fine. Everyone here, set these all to breach. Set one of them to search. Oh, I need to pause it 1 second, guys. Okay, pause over where I ran off to answer the door. And we are back. So we are just going to keep moving our troops into the coast of Dval. We do have a lot of gold on us, and that's probably because our units just don't have really high upkeep. Oh, looks like we spotted somebody else. We have Fair Bretonia up in Albion. Okay. I don't think we have anyone else down there. Probably should get some scouts. Less so to, like, actually scout, but more to see, I guess, where all the factions are, and maybe what kind of fights they're having, and we can actually watch the fights. Not for any actual military intel that I would need, say, to go fight against them, but, I don't know, show you guys cool fights, right? Isn't that what we're here for? Okay, we've got these randoms on our first Mage Priest. We do have a little bit of excess gold, so let's bump up our province defense a little bit more, because I know that it is stuff that the like AI considers when they're going to attack you. I also don't have really like large armies yet, so I mean this is like a huge waste of gold. I would never do this in a multiplayer game, but against the AI and in single player, I don't want to get messed around with by independent reigns and all that crap. So just got a little preventative measure. Maybe it's not fully efficient, but I think I can afford to be a little bit lazy. A lot of gems. That's a lot of gold. There you go. So it all paid off, right? Before I spend my gold elsewhere, let me just commit to the niceties. Bump that up by 1 as well. Okay. So now we have a big army that's going to do big army things. Move them all to the coast of Dval. Keep reaching. Reaching. Never ended up building the temple up there. Whoops. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. Nobody has found this stupid boar yet. That's impressive, honestly. Okay. Oh, it's going to help us find out where the thrones are, too, if we do all the scouting. So, you know what? Not an awful idea. But we don't have a lab or anything up there, so let's send... we're not going to craft right now, so actually let's send this Priest of Dval up there. And he'll build both the lab and the temple. Maybe on the northern one, too. Ooh, and the center one. It's because I set the priests to auto site search and then completely forgot what I was doing. So for further production from my capital, I mean, I guess the theoretical right choice is more of either the Archmage or the Lore Masters. And they're so expensive. Just kind of do 31 research is not bad. Huh. I like the Farcaster on the Archmage, but I guess I'll do the Lore Master for now. For now. I kind of feel like they're both okay. It's like I said in the first episode. I mean, they do a lot of the stuff that the other mages are going to do. Just for a lot more expensive. So let's send one out this way because we have spotted corn, I think. Yeah, corn. They're out here in the desert. Okay. Well, it looks like already by next turn we're going to have everyone moved into... Oh, good, we got a different random. We're going to have everyone moved into the coastal wall and ready to attack into Nuln. Can I just be recruiting scouts in all my provinces? Oh, wow, that would have been easier. I could have been recruiting like commanders in here or something like that, you know? To lead further armies. Oops. We'll just do an extra noble there. Just to... Ooh, if you're auto-site searching, build me a temple. Just to have a little troop commander that we can do stuff with later. And the reason I'm building a lot of forts, one is to spend my gold, because that's important, because, gosh, my upkeep is so little. Like, I feel like I'm going to have this huge army, and my upkeep is tiny. And I need to just be recruiting everywhere, I guess, because of how small my army is. Or how small my upkeep is. This is actually kind of crazy. I guess it's kind of like if every one of my troops was sacred, right? It's like they're sacred, but they're not going to get blessed. Yeah, one of them did get a limp. That's unfortunate for him. Okay, and there's no, like, arena. We'll end this turn, and then I'm going to peak at the next turn, but I'm not going to hit end turn again, because that's how they get you, right? That's how you just keep hitting end turn and playing. Okay, so we build a bunch of our forts. Fortunately, this one can't really do much. There we go. If you don't know, the administration bonus you get from your forts means you get more recruitment points, and you also pull more resources. So if you couldn't build everything previously, often you can after you've upgraded your fort. Or if you need like more resources to maybe build another unit or something like that, you can do that after you've bumped up your fort. Could have sworn Hexoatl was like the Lizardman capital or something like that. I'm kind of surprised that there's no Lizardmen there. I mean, maybe the Lizardmen are more in South America. Austria, I think, is the proper term in Warhammer. Okay, this guy, I don't know, keep building. Get these locations up to like legitimate citadels, because why not? We're playing against the AI. Technically a longer term investment, because you will get the gold back eventually, but it's over like 30 or 40 turns. It's kind of crazy amount. But you started early, right? That's okay. I need to get these initial Harathoi mages out to do their damn job, which was build labs, and I never did that. But okay, so this was kind of more of a chill turn, but hopefully, you know, on the next one, we're going to go ahead and invade Nuln, and it looks like there's going to be a throne preventing me from entering Lustria, which is going to be pretty good. We can figure out how we're going to do the throne battles, because they're all going to be level 3 thrones, so in theory, they're all going to be big and strong. Cool. Maybe one of them maybe that's like a faction starting spot or something. But yeah, so next turn, we'll go ahead and grab this army and just walk onto Nuln. I don't know if I want to do that this exact turn. You know what? Yeah. Let me set up this army and we can walk onto Nuln right now. Let's script this real quick. This guy is probably our best commander. So we'll have the lions and the cavalry be kind of like an attack rear force. Hold an attack rear. Do we want them together? I think we do, because I want to split these in 4 groups, and this commander himself actually can do it. Perfect. Get all these infantry out of here. Okay, make it a little bit more even. So I want hold and attack rear with the knights in the front to maybe take like the initial wave of things and have that as a nice little like flanking attack. Okay, then we've got all our archers and then our center line. And these don't necessarily need to be into groups, but I do like splitting the archers into separate groups so that they target different things. Because often they might just target the same exact, I guess, enemy formation. And honestly, even doing this might be bad. If you... Oh, shit. I'm out of commanders. This is fine. I doubt that they're running, like, fear or something like that, right? And now we just kind of walk right into them. Let me actually script. This guy, hold, attack rear. You can go with the Dragon Princes. Fight alongside your infantry. Grippa will stay behind everybody. And everyone here, do Holy Avenger and attack. And then we'll just spread these out throughout the center line. Okay. And now if I look at them, that should be kind of like this. This scout is not participating in the battle. This guy can just kind of chill in formation. And maybe we should put like these spearmen, since they're kind of the odd ones out, keep them as the bodyguard to our initial prophet. Who is doing Divine Blessing? Yes. Okay. And then, yeah, we're just going to go jump straight on Nuln, who has these awful scales. I guess I'm spoiled from all those meme AI pretenders giving the nations proper scales. Okay. And we have all of these guys being recruited now. Okay. This looks good for me. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I know we went way over. But yeah, next turn, hopefully we're going to go ahead and start fighting Nuln and taking over stuff and fighting some thrones. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.